If you're ready to be a full-time professional and make the decision whether you're going to be a single agent underneath a broker or working on a team, which also would be underneath a broker or maybe the broker themselves, what is going to be the best for the consumers in your market? How are you going to serve consumers at the highest level? The consumers you're going to be convincing to put their trust in buying, selling, and investing real estate with you. What puts you in the best position to serve them on their purchases or their sales? Ultimately, it's their transactions, their money that's being invested, not yours. So how do you help them in your decision to be a single agent or on a team? What position puts you in the best position to serve? That's how you're going to build a long-standing career. So first, we want to study all of the agents in your market who are top single agents. What are they doing? What do they do that works? What brokerages are they affiliated with? Who are they surrounding themselves with? And then who are the teams in your market? Who are they? What are they doing for their community? What are they doing for business? Who are they affiliated with? What kind of vendor partners do they have? I would line those up side by side and do a deep dive on what appears to be the top 3 solo agents and the top 3 teams in your research in your market. Really learn about their culture. Watch all the videos, all the content that you can, and then go ahead and reach out to these top agents and teams and have conversations with them. Start interviewing them to figure out which one is the best fit for you. Now, how do you actually go and start doing that research? There's a couple sources I want you to consider that'll work in any given market. First, you're going to go to realtrends.com. You're going to look up the 2021 agent rankings review. Okay. If it's a different year, you'll look up that year. Now just go over to View America's Best. I'm going to go, and that's the bottom here, right? I'm going to click on that, View America's Best, and go to View Now. Now pick your state. Okay. Which state? Maybe I'm looking in Florida. Let's go to Florida here. I want to go start looking up solo agents. Okay. So I'm going to scroll down. And here we go. We've got individuals ranked by sides and individuals ranked by volume. We also have small teams ranked by sides and ranked by volume. Same thing for medium teams, large teams, and mega teams, which are basically run like brokerages at this point, very large teams. Okay, individuals. Who has the most sides? That's total transactions in the state of Florida. Okay. Now look here, it's got city. So Florida's a big state, obviously. Let's just go ahead and categorize by city as opposed to the transaction number. These are all the best agents in Florida. So we're not as concerned with how many transactions they're doing, but we want to decide, okay, which market am I in? Let's say we're in Boca Raton. There are a number of agents here in Boca Raton. Looks like about 10 agents. I'm going to go ahead and start researching all 10 of those agents in Boca. This one here is kind of interesting to me. Michael Ledwitz from Engel and Volkers, because he's done 102 transactions. I'm telling you right now, if a true single agent is doing 102 transactions, they need help. They need somebody hungry and somebody willing to help them out with the things that are falling through the cracks. If you're doing 102 deals a year, you've got deals that are falling through the cracks. That's somebody I want to get in touch with, right? We've got Nicole here is doing 96 deals a year. Susan is doing 90 deals a year. These are real single agents. They absolutely need help. Okay. Now, you're going to do the same thing for teams. Let's go to large teams ranked by sides. Okay. Total transactions is sides. Real estate term. If you have a transaction, you have one buy and sell, you get 2 sides out of that. So you get a side on the buy and a side on the sell. One transaction equals 2 sides. A little bit of real estate math for you there, how we calculate these transactions. You can see here, let's go to city again and just categorize. Say we were from Coral Springs. That's the area that we're going to work. Okay, there's 3 teams in Coral Springs that I could reach out to. And this is, say we're in Orlando, there's 4 teams there. So this is the type of detailed research you're going to want to do. Now, once you've identified all the solo agents and the teams in your market, you're simply going to go over to Zillow.com, just the consumer app. You'll see here on the top left-hand corner, you have a little tab called Agent Finder. Okay, you're going to go over to Agent Finder and you're going to put your location in the top left. You've got the research, you've got your list, you've got all these solo agents, you've got all these large teams, these mega teams, these small teams. You've got your top 5 or so in each category in your market. And it's important that we chose the top teams on the Real Trends list. You can get that data too from your MLS. If you've got somebody with access to the MLS, say, hey, print me out the agent ranking report. Who's doing the most deals as a solo agent, as a team? It's important to work with the top agents. 80% of the business is done by 20% of the agents. Work with top individuals and top teams early in your career. You want to do business. You don't want to work at the bottom. You're going to make it very difficult on yourself. So you're going to go to location here. Let's just pick an easy one. Let's just use Atlanta, Georgia as the location. You're going to type that into the top left. You're going to go ahead and search Atlanta, Georgia. Look at that, Justin Landis Group. We talk about them at another point in the course when you go to leads. He's always popping up. He's got a great team. If I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm thinking about learning from somebody, I'm looking at that group. I'm definitely trying to get an interview with that group. But I'm just going to click through here. And so because we've selected Atlanta, you see how they rank them here on Zillow? It's got 515 total reviews. But you see onto the right where it shows how many local reviews. That's how these people are being ranked here. So 284 local, 272 local, 228 local, 222 local, 189. So if you are looking in a very specific location, you're going to be able to see who has the most local reviews in that particular city. Or if you're working out of a small town, you could literally put the small town in there. Let's use a market that I'm in. Let's just do that. Let's see what comes up there. I'm totally doing this off the cuff, but let's see how I appear in my market. Okay, boom. There's our team. This is one of the towns on the Connecticut shoreline that we work. We're right there, number 2. We have 260 total reviews. We have 30 local. Rose, a great agent within our brokerage, actually has 61 local reviews, right? So we're ranked above every other agent in that market. There, shout out to Heidi. She's on the team. But look, there's 25 pages that have local reviews in that particular town. Okay, so if I'm looking for the top individual agents, I'm definitely going to ask Rose, hey, Rose, you're a great individual agent. How'd you get there? What are you doing? Do you need help? I'm going to look at this team, one in company. Hey, you guys looking for new agents? What can I do to help? What kind of opportunities you have? What kind of training? What kind of systems you have, right? And I'm going to go through the list. I'm going to look at the teams and I'm going to look at the individual agents, right? Same way, like we said, if you were in Atlanta and there's going to be more options in a bigger city, obviously, look at right off the bat, you've got 2 teams. Then you've got what looks like to be a solo agent. Then you've got another team. Then you've got another team, Mark Spain Group, multiple states, huge team. Then you have a solo agent. Then you have what looks like a Keller Williams team, then another team, the Peters Company, another team, and then a solo agent. So put together your list using the Real Trends list, using Zillow, using the MLS sheet of transactions if you can get your hand on it, to do side-by-side comparisons of who actually are the top agents in your team. I'd go as far as taking those lists and reading the reviews and Googling them and looking them up on Instagram, looking them up on Facebook, watching all their YouTube videos, seeing how they present a property, seeing if they have client testimonials. I would spend a lot of time in due diligence before I ever speak to them. If you want them to treat you like a professional, like somebody who's going full-time in this business, that's treating this like a business, you better come prepared. You better come fully researched out on what they offer, so that when they actually have consideration of offering you an opportunity, you're ready to know if you're going to take it or not, and you're going to be willing to and have the ability to rather impress them with your knowledge of their company. When you start looking and interviewing the teams in your area, say the top 3 teams in your market, you're going to want to ask what type of new agent program do they have? What that means is, what does my onboarding look like? What does my daily training look like? If they say, oh, well, we do a weekly training with the team, that's not good enough. I'm telling you right now, that's not going to be enough support early on in your career. What type of daily training exercises can I expect as a new agent on this team. That's really important. It's going to come down to the same thing when you're looking at the brokerages, not videos online. What type of daily training can I log into on Zoom and ask questions and bounce ideas and role play and theories and strategize with an individual or physically in the office? What time does that start? Where is it? How can I show up? These are questions you're going to want to clearly know the answers to. Most teams have this. Most top teams in a market are offering this right now. Then how am I going to receive leads? How many leads can I expect to get in any given month? How many agents, new agents, have gone through your new agent program, received leads, and done double-digit sales and double-digit reviews in the last 12 months? How many agents are doing 20 plus transactions a year on your team? Can you give me a list of all the agents and all the transactions that they're doing? If you ask these questions and they're not open to sharing, you probably don't have a team that's fully organized. But if they're like, hey, here's our new agent program, here's how we onboard, here's how many transactions you can expect to do, here's what the last 5 new agents did when they onboarded and when they went through the new agent program, now you can start to feel comfortable.
I feel really comfortable
that you're with a team that's going to invest in your future. Once you get enough deals under your belt and say you want to go become an investor, go become a solo agent, or go build a team, you now have the credibility in the market. You now have enough past clients. You now have enough people that believe in you where you're able to actually go and do that. But in the beginning, you've got to pick the right infrastructure. A team is a great way to do that. Being a member of a team that, by the way, is going to give you your own name. I think that's very important, meaning your name on your business, that you can work both buyers and listings. Can you be a multifunctional agent under their team? It's another important note, but you want to get as much information as you can before you make the right decision. I think in most agents' cases, being brand new, being on the best team in the market is the right decision to learn this business. Hey guys, if you like these educational videos, make sure you hit subscribe below so you see more videos, and make sure you hit the link below. We have a waiting list for some exclusive content that goes deeper, where I actually show you exactly how to do everything I'm describing in these educational videos. So hit the link below and join the waiting list today.